Good morning, guys. We are on the road again. Kind of going to start you off with a little funny story. So we're driving east down the 90, and off on our right to the south we see this big massive tower, and we're right near the Pilsner Veterans Memorial Highway. And this thing is massive. I'm thinking, oh, Veterans Memorial Highway, that must be a monument, and veterans hold a special place in our heart. There's few things more noble than serving your country. So my idea was to let's get up early and try to go up to that monument and get a time lapse of the sun rising and then the sun coming down on the monument. And it turns out that it's like a smokestack for some factory or something. Yeah, it goes like that sometimes.
And we missed the sunrise because of it.
Alright, we just passed over the Continental Divide and we've lost quite a bit of elevation. So I forgot to tell you, this morning we woke up and it was a little chilly in here. Our furnace stopped working. After checking things out a little, we determined that there was low voltage in our batteries. So the igniter would not ignite, but yet the fan on the blower for the furnace keeps running, which wears the batteries down further. Which doesn't make sense. So that leaves like 4 potential problems. Number 1, batteries are getting weak and they're not holding charge. Number 2, the 5 days that we were living off the little generator wasn't charging the batteries enough, and our 3-hour drive didn't charge the batteries enough, which I find highly unlikely. Number 3, we have a draw on the system and something's taking the juice out of those batteries a little excessively. And number 4, that little converter or charger thing that charges your batteries when you are hooked up to electricity or have a generator running is not putting out enough juice. These batteries are 2 deep cycle 12-volt batteries. They are probably 4 years old. If I exit. And these batteries are about 4 years old, so it very well could be the batteries. Well, here's some more excitement for the morning. The awning just blew out on us while we were coming down the 90 here. As you can see, that wind is huffing right now. I'm gonna put a few zip ties on and see if that holds it.
That was really close to being, it could have been bad. When I opened the door, the awning itself, the material was actually like up and funneling kind of up high while the sides were banging against the RV. It was a little intense.
I was just about to say, when we were talking about that furnace issue, if that's the worst thing that happens today, we're doing all right. And I guess I can say that now about this awning. If that's the worst thing that happens today, we're doing all right. It's been an interesting day between the battery and the heater issue, the monument that wasn't a monument, and now the awning. Let's hope all 3 things just kind of cancel out and we're done for the day. Before this weather moves in and we check into an RV park, we decided it was a good move to top off the gas tank and the propane tank, even though we have intentions of running our electric heat when we're on the shore power from the RV park. But here's something it's a big tip that you need to know, and it can backfire on you if you don't pay attention to it. Watch the people when they're putting the propane in your tank. We've had at least 3 instances where people have done it incorrectly, and one of them caused us a massive inconvenience. But yeah, this guy opened the tank valve, the main one, and opened the little breather and was filling it with that, when you're actually supposed to keep the main valve closed, and that prevents the propane coming in from adding extra pressure on your regulator, and on the extreme end, if it could get past the regulator, the appliances like the fridge and oven. So he's like, oh wow, that totally makes sense. I guess they didn't train me properly. I just can't emphasize enough, when you're getting propane, you need to know what to do and you need to know what to look for to make sure they do it right. Okay, we just got the oil change done here at Walmart, and they were nice enough to hook the little battery tester up to the house batteries, and they tested good. So they're rated for like 600 cold cranking amps, and they tested out at like 680. So we're just gonna kind of take it as it goes, but now that we know it's a voltage issue with the heater, we'll just pay more attention to it, and also if it does happen again, we can just turn on the generator and put a little juice in the system. We're gonna go inside Walmart, and one of the things on our shopping list are organization boxes for our new camera bag. This is gonna be everything, all of our equipment that we use on a day-to-day basis in here. Right now, we have this cabinet, which is a mess and super frustrating. Beck made a good point that I should probably show you what I was talking about on the propane fill. Okay, this is the main valve. You want to make sure this is turned off when you get filled up and turned on when you're using it. They hook their piece of equipment up here. Here's the gauge. You always want to make sure they don't overfill it. And here is like a pressure relief. So the new goes in and there's air in here and the air escapes. Keep an eye on them no matter where you're at. Even if you're at a truck stop like we were at, where you'd think they would know what they're doing. You just gotta look out for yourself sometimes. Well, that was a productive trip. Rebecca found some organization stuff for things that have been driving her crazy, and I found organization for this backpack. It's good to be organized.
And a bed for Remmer.
He kind of wants to lay on the couch all the time and not share. So we figured we'd get him his own couch.
It's cooled off considerably and very windy.
So we were given two options for RV parks. One's right here in town and the other's at Hot Springs. So we decided.
This is our campsite at the Bozeman Hot Springs campground. And we've got picnic tables and a fire pit. Ben, we might have to have a fire just to get to use this fire pit.
Really? Is it like a Montana great fire?
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Alright, so here's a little view of the park.
So the office is closed every afternoon, so they put your passes, because passes to the hot springs are included in your stay here, which makes it even worth it a little more. They put it all here, and then when the night lady comes in, then you go check in and pay your bill. It looks like we need to go back out in front of the lawn, like that.
Okay. You know what?
What?
I'll take some liberties. Well, there's a picnic table on the grass. It's not like trophy award-winning grass. It's meant to be walked on.
Oh, this is a nice path that's even lit. I love how every single one has a really cool fire pit.
Okay, here we go. What'd you guys see? Alright guys, it's 9 o'clock at night and it's starting. There's some snowflakes starting to fall, and it's kind of a mix between freezing rain and snow right now. But it's calling for 3 to 5 tonight. Hey, Beck. Yeah. Do you want to be on the roads right now? Are you sure? Oh, come on. This motorhome does great on the roads.
Yeah, right.